Welcome back. I'm Shonnie.Alridge. So glad that you're here. Today's guest is someone who has cracked the code on using Instagram to grow a real estate business. Yes, she's both a real estate agent and an IG coach. So if you're interested in learning how to utilize your likes and follows and turn that into consistent business, then this is your video to watch today. All right, let's go. Hello, my guest today is Angie Foster. Angie has built a thriving real estate business while also teaching realtors how to master Instagram and grow their personal brand. She's known for her practical tips, relatable coaching style, and proven results. She's become a go-to mentor for agents who want to succeed online and offline. Angie, welcome. How are you?
Thank you for having me. First of all, very, very honored from
Yes.
of my heart. Thank you for having me. I am great. I'm excited to be here and just share my story with you guys.
Yes, absolutely. So, everyone has a story on how they got started in the business. We all have this interesting way of how we got in here. What is your story? How did you get started in the real estate business?
Okay, so 5 years ago, my family and I, we decided to move to Austin, Texas
Okay.
from California.
Hmm.
So we fell in love with the state. We fell in love with the lake. That was the actual what that we said yes to. Let's move because we visited. We went out to the lake and we just saw. Oh my gosh, people live on the lake by the lake just every day. So we say yes, and we were able to afford a home close, like very close to the water, and a little bit of use. And we did the change. It cost us a lot. It's a lot of effort to live your life, your everything, right? And move
Mhm.
from state to state. But we did it. And it was right after, no, during COVID. So I started seeing the growth of Austin, a lot of construction.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's what sparked me into real estate. Like
Wow.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of homes. I mean, people needs help, especially relocation families like me. Because when
Right.
I have my realtor, um, I love her, I respect her, but I don't think she showed me all the goodies of, like I once we bought our home, I realized so many other places that I loved as well. And I was like, why she didn't show me here? That why she didn't show me here?
Right.
So
Exactly.
that's how I got my interest into real estate. And that was exactly 4 years ago.
Wow. Incredible. I know when my mom got started in the business, it was kind of similar. Where she had an agent who, I mean, wasn't the best experience. Like she felt like there could have been more. And she thought to herself, if I were an agent, I would do it differently. And it kind of sparked something in her. Just that experience alone just sparked something in her like it did for you. Yeah.
Exactly. Believe
Yeah.
me, I will send her like, this is what we want, like a wish list. And then we visited twice. We were visiting to see homes, and the houses that she was showing me, nothing to do with my wish list. So we were a little like, and the house we bought, we found it. We found it online and we said one that, hey, what about this one? Oh, okay. Let me show you. It's so funny. So that's why how I'm like, I wanted to help people. Like you don't know nothing, so you're completely
Mhm.
blinded. And I got my real estate license, and I started with Keller Williams,
Oh, okay.
and so I start. They are very kind of old school,
Hmm.
and nobody knew me, and I had no family, zero family there. So I encountered that problem. It's like, yay, I got my license, but then how do I take off? Right.
Right. Hmm.
So I struggled for a year and a half with them, and I tried everything. They all cold calling because they are very hard on that, and I didn't like it. I didn't.
Wow.
Like it. I was actually miserable. Like I was like that year. I remember buying product. Like courses.
Yeah.
Every morning I felt bad inside. Like I had to grab my coffee, go to my office, but it was like I was not happy. I was like, I'm gonna go do something that I don't like to do to
Right.
try to get a lead. And
Yeah.
that reflected because I didn't. I didn't get, I had that mindset, so I didn't get leads. And anyways, just answering my question, how do I start it?
No, I think that's really great because the reality is we all get into the business for some reason or another. And along the journey, we do have these, we're trying to find the right people to grow our business with. I mean, you have to have your license someplace, whether it's a Keller Williams or any other brokerage. Your license has to go somewhere. And
Yes.
so, but when you do that, it's like, then what? And so we know that when you strategically align with the right people, you are a better practitioner. You are a better, mentor. You are all these things. You grow. So yeah, I totally understand with that. When I got started in the business, I was lucky enough. I got my real estate license, and my mom got her broker's license. So she,
Ooh.
yeah, so she was my mentor. She was everything. I mean, she's the
Oh.
reason why I am who I am today. It was because of her. But I was able to align with the right person to be able to be a successful practitioner of real estate. So it's like I understand what you mean. Like you're somewhere and it's like I don't like this, like this. I'm not happy. I don't
No.
have any joy to do it.
Correct.
But you
Correct.
want to do it. You want to do it, but you don't have any joy. So now what? So I love that story. I love how you were able to kind of, eventually you figured it out. You stuck with it, but you figured it out. But let's talk about how, because now you're doing so well. You've really grown and you've really expanded your business. Let's talk about how you were able to. We're going to just jump right into it. But how were you able to blend your real estate career and Instagram to become where you are now with the coaching?
Ooh. Here's the, here's the secret sauce. Um, well, because I was struggling with that, I one day I found Mike Gerard online on YouTube, and he mentioned social media for realtors, and he had training for every platform. And I'm like, that's a solution for me. And I bought his product, not knowing that if you switch to EXP Realty, it was completely free. I didn't know that. So I bought the product and I started my training. And I decided to start all my social media because I didn't have anything. I started
Oh,
my
okay.
Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube, my LinkedIn, my TikTok. I started it.
So
Um,
Angie, when you were with the other brokerage, you hadn't started any social
uh-uh.
media presence at all.
No, no.
Wow.
My
Okay.
presence started 2.5 years ago when I switched to EXP. Because
Okay.
I immediately I bought the product, I started the training, but it was just the Social Agent Academy. I didn't have
Yes.
the training of the Wolf Pack, right? Which
Yes.
was the key, the missing key.
Yes.
So, and it was a struggle because I didn't have a strategy and I was imitating other realtors. I'm trying to be funny, I'm trying to be elegant, I'm trying to be
This and that.
many
Right.
faces. And when I decided to make the switch and I started the training, I, that's when everything like switched.
Mm.
Just plugging to Connor calls on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you the truth. I started like transforming myself, my mindset from many limiting beliefs that I had. Many,
Wow.
Shonnie, because when I moved, my neighborhood was so beautiful. But in my mind, I was thinking, oh, they will never hire me. Oh, they will never hire a person that has an accent, a person that it's from Mexico, a person that I have a special needs kid,
Okay.
and all that was in my mind, thinking like they're not going to hire me. But
Yeah.
with the training, all those limited beliefs went away, and my social media started going up. My confidence grew. I don't
Yes.
know if you remember me at the beginning. We had like some challenges, and I had to show up and do a reel every day. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody knows that I had 20 videos in my phone before I posted one.
Wow.
Because it didn't come up, normal. And that's how I just started with my training
Yeah.
in the Wolfpack. My mindset, my confidence just grew. and I started getting a lot of followers.
Wow,
And
Angie.
then I started having leads. So
Mhm.
that's it. I mean, that was my my solution, my social media. But I also narrow it to Instagram. For some reason, I realized that when you spread, you're not efficient.
Okay. See, that's what I learned too. I learned, you said it, that mindset, that really can be, that inspires everything. When you get this right, now you can go. But you're not going to get it right until you're around people that is going to hold you accountable and is going to pour into you. I mean, and so I love our group because if I'm ever feeling like overwhelmed and just like non-productive, if I'm feeling that way, when I connect with our people, I'm like, okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Got to get out of my head and things like that. And then when you get laser focused on something, whatever it is, and you pour your energy into that, that's when you'll see things, I believe, to flourish. And obviously it did for you.
Exactly. And that's
Yeah.
what I love about our group is that everybody was so nice to me and everybody was so willing to help me because I reach out to them like, hey, I'm new. I'm doing and this is my Instagram. You want to follow me? And everybody, little by little, they will reach out back and like, Angie, you're doing so good. Angie, good job. See that you're doing great. And I'm like, oh, that's my group. And yeah, that's how I just focus. I focus in my Instagram, but I really, really treat it as my job, Shonnie. You know, like how
Yes.
we get up and we go to the office and the first thing is to check emails?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I would get up and as soon as my kid was taken care of and I'm ready to work, it was Instagram. I will go and see who likes every one of my posts and I go and I answer them and I interact with them. And another thing that I did that completely made me actually connect with my clients is the fact that I stopped copying other realtors. I stopped being somebody else and create
Yes,
that.
Angie.
So that's where I realized, you know what? I have to be myself.
You
And I
found
realized,
yourself. Yes, you found
yeah,
that groove. I mean, it takes a minute to get there. I think that you kind of gotta like maybe try to do it like other people until you figure out like what is working best for me. You gotta go through the whole motion of trying to figure out what is the Angie way. What is that? What does that look like? Oh
yeah,
my gosh! And you found it. You found it.
yeah, I found myself, Shani,
Yeah.
honestly, with the training. I think I discovered myself and it's a continuous learning. It's not like I figured out everything, right? But
Oh yeah.
definitely, I told my husband, look at me, baby. I was not even able to talk in camera at all or talk to a person. And real estate is about, communication.
It
And
is. It sure is.
and I feels really good. And I'm not a keynote speaker, but just the fact that we're having this interview, it's huge for me, Shani, because I promised to you 5 years ago when I just got here to Austin, this was not my avatar, my personality. I
Wow.
was I was I was shy. I was in it the way I grew up. I was not able to, to speak. I was not. My heart
Yes.
rate would be like
Oh,
breaking if I had
right.
to.
So
Uh-huh.
nervous. Yeah.
Yeah, so many things, so many good things that everybody experienced at our group. But my experience is that I focus in Instagram. I treat it like my number one job,
Mm-hmm.
and leads started, coming into
Yes.
me from Instagram. And last year was my best year so far.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah. So really last year was record breaking for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds like to me that you leaned into being authentic. Yeah. Yeah. So that means, okay, so when you're working with the clients that are coming in from Instagram, your Instagram marketing, how are you able to turn those likes and everything into actual clients? What does that look like?
Okay. So the fact that I was being authentic on my reels, I was just natural. It was easier. It's a lot of work. Social media, it's a lot of work. You might be able to get clients faster if you're doing cold calling, if you are good at it and if you enjoy it, than social media. It takes time. I'm going to say for me, 6 months, 6 months of hard work, but
Yeah.
intentional hard work
Mm-hmm.
started translating into leads. And how? By being myself. Like,
Yeah.
because people connect to authenticity. And a lot of people is going to leave you. Followers are going to leave you because they no longer align with you,
Yeah.
right? They're like,
Uh-huh.
because I remember some realtors saying, "Oh, you're the realtor that dances," and I said, "Ah, that's me." But see, her perception was not so welcoming, and then I realized that there were people that will unfollow me.
Right.
But it's okay because
It
you
is.
don't want those to be your clients. So the
Yeah.
people that actually likes you and knows you and trusts you is the one that's going to, follow you and therefore are going to become a client.
Yes, that is so true. When I decided to be intentional about my YouTube channel, again, it took a minute before it could get really moving and productive, as far as being able to monetize it and things like that. But once I got there, I got there because I decided to just be me.
Mhm.
I mean, take it or leave it. I don't know what else to do except to be me. Right. And then I started to realize that people are like, oh, Shonnie, um, my husband just loves you. My wife just loves you, and we knew that we would connect and we work well together and things like that. It's like when you are being authentic, like what you said, I have to attest to that. The people will come, and it'll make it for the transaction to be a whole lot easier, a better communication, better relationship with your clients, um, just by being who you are. I mean, it's really just that simple.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's simple. It'll take time. They're watching, they're watching, they're watching.
Yeah.
They connect with you, they align with you. And
Mhm.
then when they have the need of, I'm gonna have a house, if you keep yourself in their minds with your consistency, they're gonna be like, oh, sh- let me ask Sean, hey, we've been
Yep.
thinking about buying a home. Boom.
That
Yeah.
is so true. And we're saying this stuff now, but for like the agents that are watching, you're like, but I need it to happen right now. Don't think of it like it's going to happen so fast.
Mm.
Put in your mind that it's going to take some time. I don't know, 6 months, 8 months. I don't know, because it all just depends on you and what you're doing and what you're saying. But if you stay with it, just being yourself, um, it'll be great, because like my clients are people like we just connect. I don't know, we have so much similarities. I don't understand how this happens. I love it. It's incredible because it just makes for an easier transaction. Like they trust me, they know I know what I'm talking about. They don't challenge me a whole lot. I mean, because I'm going to do my very best and things like that. It's such a beautiful thing. But let's talk about, so you have your business where your clients are coming in, that's going well, and they're coming in by way of finding you through Instagram. But what about your coaching program now? You're coaching, you're showing other agents how to do the same thing. How are you able to get in front of those agents? Is it the same way through IG, right?
Exactly. So thanks to our beautiful community and broker,
Yes.
right? I also I also attracted agents that were with me in Keller Williams. They started seeing my growth. Like they will
Mm,
comment on something. They will send me a DM saying, "Who, I see that you're now a luxury listing agent." Or if I see them in an event, they'll say Angie Foster, I cannot believe that you're listing $1 million homes. And I'm like, and then once I'm thinking about that at home, I'll be like, wow, I don't know this. I just keep working, working, and then thank you, God, thank you, Lord. I am,
right.
I am, and it's a huge difference because you
Yeah.
can work a lot harder, selling 2 3 homes at $300,000, and I get it, in one transaction. So I'm super super thankful. So when my downline started growing, so was my revenue check check.
Hmm.
And if I don't know if you know, Sumin Kim is my sponsor.
Okay. Yes. Assuming he's
He's
incredible.
like, I think, number two in Texas. He's
Heavy. He's.
sells a lot. So he,
Okay.
and I was like, I told him, I was talking to him, I said, hey, Sumin, my check is growing. Like every month, I was not putting attention. I'll see like your check is coming. They send you an email, and then
Yeah.
boom, a deposit. I'm like, what is this? Oops. Oh, okay. And then it keeps
Right.
going.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
it's what sparked my
Your
my
interest, maybe your.
my interest on
Yeah.
agent attraction.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what, we have such a great product with the Social Agent Academy with Mike Sherrard. We have, I mean, come on, it's huge. That course is huge and it gives you
I
everything to
agree.
succeed.
Hmm.
But I wanted to create something on my own.
Okay.
So I created a course all in Spanish for
Okay.
for Latina women, because
Mhm.
my native language is Spanish, and it just flows easier for me. And I see that they need help. Everybody needs help, right? So, and I'm not targeting new agents. I'm targeting with my course women that are already producing, but they're not using social media. And
Okay.
I just, because they just lack of the confidence of
Mhm.
showing their face, of putting a reel, or they don't know how.
Right.
So that's my course about. Just
I love it.
simple. Aha.
I
It's so simple.
It is, but I think that it boils down to, and I know that people like to think, oh, I can do it all, I can do it all. But how about just getting a particular demographic, niching down, and identifying a target audience, right? And hey, I'm speaking directly to this audience. I know how to speak to this audience. It's an easy conversation to have because we connect in so many different ways. We have the same culture, the same sayings, and things like that. Um, it just makes for everything to be easier because you can communicate it in a way that they can receive it and they're really consuming it properly. Because you niche down. You got your ladies, your Latina ladies that that trust you because you can be trusted and you have shown, you've proven it. I think that's incredible.
Yeah, and I did it. I mean, I'm not a tech savvy person, so of course I look for help, and it was quite challenging because we're still serving my clients, and for
Yeah,
to
yeah.
sell home and help buyers. But I did it in between, while my kid is sleeping, and during the day. I mean, I handle everything. I went through a lot of stress trying to make it happen, and it's finally done. We're gonna launch in the next 15 days, like completely open it. And I'm gonna actually start selling the membership, because I'm going to, there's a course already there, but I'm gonna keep adding value, keep
Yeah.
adding things and tips and training for one thing, for another. But right now, in fact, I'm like letting everybody in for free. Like
Okay.
I just, yes, I just want to do that to start. And obviously I need the support, right? I need the support
Right.
of people, because I have the community in school, but I have lots of great plans, right? Because I believe, another thing, Shani, that I want to add is that in the past 5 years, I have growth spiritually. I was
Ah,
not also the same person. I was a good person. I thought, right, the way I was living my life, but I realize now that I was not. And now we're going to church. We
very good.
put Jesus in front of everything. And
Uh,
before we didn't. We were just, you're so distracted with physical stuff,
stuff. Yeah.
life, and
Life.
it keeps you away from God. And now we feel really good. And I'm not saying I'm religious. I'm very spiritual. Like, we now meditate, and we're going to church, to a Christian church on the weekends, and that has give my home a better
Yeah.
vibe, I'm gonna say. And
Yep.
and life is so much better when you put Jesus
Oh,
in front of everything. So I'm
so
convinced that we're
good.
here to learn, to connect, and absolutely yes, to enjoy the abundance that already exists.
Being grateful.
Whew, yes. Do you realize
I
that?
mean,
That in fact, we have so much, but we'd rather focus on the negative by default, right?
right, what we don't have in this moment instead of what we do have.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So when it comes to agents, right? Consistency is really key. But if you're not consistent, you're not going to see anything flourish, right? But like you mentioned, life has its challenges in general. It's going to be
Hmm.
challenges. So so how do you encourage the ladies to stay consistent even if they haven't seen results yet? What do you do to encourage them to stay consistent?
Okay. Great question, Shani. When you identify your why,
Hmm.
is how you find consistency.
Okay.
So when I decided to take Instagram serious, let me tell you, and if you go to my Instagram, you're gonna find that real. But so I have a kid with disabilities, and she's 30 years old now. She
Hmm.
looks like 14, and she acts like 2. She
Mm.
has autism. She has intellectual disabilities, so her functional is very low, and she has epilepsy.
Mm.
So due to the epilepsy, we found during that time that I wanted to go, I had to take it to the hospital. We had to control the seizures. For 5 days we were there. So she has wires and things on her head. They're monitoring the seizures. And I did not miss a day posting from the hospital. And I'm in the hospital room because she is my why. This is what I'm doing all this because I want
Yes.
to provide for her. I want to make sure that she has the best life. That's my job. I see it different now. When I was younger, I was why me, why me, why me? I'm miserable. I'm sad. Now I see it very different, very different. In now, this allows me to have a babysitter, 2 babysitters that help me. My life is easier. So when I have my babysitters taking care of her, I am productive. I am
Yes.
intentional. So for her. She is my
Hmm.
big why, and that's how I keep consistency. Like I didn't say,
I
"Oh,
love it.
I'm in the hospital. I'm not gonna post." She was sleepy. She was sleeping, and I'll be. It was 11 until I can actually do. Because during the day, I'm still watching her. I have to carry the wires if she needs to go pee, things like that. But I posted it. I was tired, exhausted, but I will post. I will like finish my reel. I put the camera on, and I'm in the hospital. There was a lot of people judging that, like, oh, you just send your daughter to. I didn't even answer because guess what?
Right.
And I think that I learned it doesn't matter if they speak well or they talk bad or good about you. Just let them keep talking because that helped my algorithm. People was there
Yeah.
commenting, fighting between them. I was like, oops, yay. All those reels helped
Hmm.
me. And then
Wow.
a lot of followers. And the thing is, when something go viral, that audience it might not be your clientele. The ideal avatar that you want to attract. The the audience that you want, the client that you want to serve. That's okay because what you need also at the beginning is to validate yourself. So when
Yeah.
you find somebody in Instagram, you go to their profile and then you check. And if you see 600 followers, she might not be a great realtor. Pass.
Yeah.
So that helped me boost that part, and that helped me now. So now
Wow.
that's how I'm like started now, coaching other realtors. I'm doing
Yes.
like one-to-one. I have like like a high ticket offer for them, but my course it's going to be just like my membership. I'm going to be charging $47 per month.
Okay. Excellent.
Mhm.
Well, I love it because that's the thing. being consistent during the times that are challenging. Like letting that challenge fuel your enthusiasm. It's like, oh, there's a challenge? Okay, well, you're not going to get the best of me challenge. I'm going to still go for it. And of course, like you said, people will have things to say. But this is what I tell people, like, when you're ready to take your career higher, let everyone around you know, hey, I'm going to be moving differently now.
Mhm.
Okay. Just know that I can't do this anymore. I'm going to be doing it like this. Just want you to know so you're not surprised. And then that way they can learn how to really encourage you and be supportive of you. You've already let them know. So now when you tell them, hey, listen, I got to record some video. Don't disturb me. Don't get in the way. They already know. So you can stay consistent. Are there any things that you see, any mistakes that you see agents doing on Instagram that you would want to kind of share right now and tell them, like, look, don't do that. Stop it.
Oh
Or,
my gosh, number one is stop posting just pictures.
mm,
Just pictures, like just listed, just, happy Thanksgiving, open house, and you just see one picture. Nobody connects to a picture. It doesn't matter if you post 5 pictures a day. Post, no, you have to show yourself. You have
mhm,
to speak to the camera. And I'm not saying post every day speaking to the camera, but
mhm,
they have to see you.
mhm.
They have to see you, and that's how they're going to buy from you.
Yep.
They're not going to buy from a beautiful Instagram that has a lot of pictures of your cat or your
I mean,
party that you just went, like
that's
you have
true.
to show that you are an expert
Yeah.
on that field.
And they need to, like you said, they need to see and hear you. I think being able to hear someone's voice and hear how they sound and hear the sincerity in what they say really helps them to connect as well and draw them in. And I learned that with my YouTube channel. At first
Mhm.
I was like just filming homes, Angie, and I wasn't saying as much. But now I switched it up. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try something new.
Yep,
It's worth a shot. Now I see that that makes a whole lot of a difference, and the
absolutely.
engagement that I receive and the views that I receive. So I definitely agree with you on that. Like, do more, get in front of that camera and record some video and let them see your face and hear your voice. Makes a difference.
100%. That will make the
Yeah,
transformation that you will transform that viewer into a client.
I love it. So here's one more thing I want to ask you. You were mentioning that you have some things going on now. You have your program rolling out. Can you share with us again what that looks like so the audience can know how to be able to connect with you with those programs?
Absolutely. So, I created the course as 7 modules, and every single one is to help you start in honestly it can be any other platform, but I'm saying Instagram is my thing. So like every module is helping you starting with mindset,
Yeah,
right? So and then I speak about your profile, how your profile has to look. Then I speak about the mistakes that we make, like instead of this, post this. Obviously, I cannot teach you so much in 10 minutes about, a little under every module. I speak about the equipment that you need. So simple, which is just your phone and the kind of tripods I use, but little things that make a difference. Every
right.
time I see an agent posting that I know, and I talk to them, and they post something, and I'm like, cute reel. Now do this because I see them making mistakes like with the lighting. Like I can barely see your face. Like it's dark. It's in a very dark. I can barely see the kitchen. I can barely hear you. There's echo. So I'm like, hey, next time
Let's
trying to
fix
use
it.
a mic, and then in Spanish.
Yes.
So yeah, like little things. So I just talk about the basics, like how to start, just to start using
I
Instagram
love
because
it.
it's gonna translate to clients. And I
Yeah.
have other things. I have like a gift for me that is like an instant automated in one click. How do I call it? One click Instagram automation, and it's something I created with
Okay.
help. With help, that you go there and you create instantly. I mean, you have to input your information because it's going to be tailored for you. Because you can be a first-time home buyer expert, you can be a VA, a veteran expert
Yep.
in
Mhm.
construction. Where you have to enter your information, and I already have these prompts completely done for to give you just an instant boost. You still have
Wow.
to watch the modules because that's gonna help you, and every module has homework, you know, and
Okay,
we
that's
have
good too.
challenges as well. And it's just a community to support each other and to grow each other and to share things that everybody else is learning. And I'm gonna keep adding courses, like editing. How do you edit? Or go deep into a reel, like how to master a reel, go deep into stories, because stories
Yeah.
sell too. But a lot of things
Mhm.
that we don't know, we just don't know, and we pass it as it's not important. And then, I get into it and I learn it, like, people needs to know this. So I'm going to be sharing all of
Exactly.
those things in my community.
I love it. I love it. That sounds really good. Because it's the little things that can make a huge difference that, like you said, we don't pay attention to. So I think that's really incredible. So, well, thank you so much, Angie, for sharing everything you shared today. I mean, you've really been an inspiration on how you built your business and from moving from one state to the next. Like everything about you is just, it shows that you really have a lot of courage and strength, and it's from within. And so I think it's really important that people are able to see that, because you're not just saying, oh, it just happened so easy. It was challenging, but you saw fit to keep going forward. So thank you so much for your time today.
You're so welcome. I'm really happy you invited me, and I'm happy to share. And I'm um, obviously happy to welcome you. If you speak Spanish, I feel bad, but in the future, I would like, with AI, everything is possible. I want to translate my course and put it in English. Just
Oh,
change,
yeah.
just change the voice, so I don't have to do it again. So anybody can get
Right.
in. Anybody can get in. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I want to share with the people that are watching, if you aren't on track to hit your goals and you would like for both of us to work with you to make sure that you get back on track and start to consistently close over 100,000 per year, click the link in the description below and schedule a private call with either Angie or myself. We'd love to assist you with sponsoring you and co-sponsoring you here at EXP Realty. And we hope that you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in. Angie, thank you.